What's up, guys? How is everybody doing out there? Today I'm up on Clark. I always like coming up here at least once a month, roam around here, check things out, things I've checked out before and look at. I just enjoy the history up here. There's not much history when it comes to actually seeing it. Development has taken over, but yes, it's here. So I'm up here today. One of the places I do like to come is the Canine Cemetery up here on Clark. It's open to the public. You can come in. It's just a grave site and a memorial for the canine dogs that were used up here during when the air base was here. It's neat because you walk through and there's names on it, the dogs' names. Some of the plates are wore off. Some of the plates, the names have wore off, but there still are names of the dogs that are that were buried up here that are still there. This is just a neat place for me, but that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna roam around, check out some of the area, and revisit some of the areas that I always like to stop and check out. All right, so it would not be a trip up on the Clark without stopping by the old hospital. Guys, I checked out this documentary. It was called To Save a Soldier, 1966. I'm going to put the link down below. You guys check it out. But the documentary was about the Vietnam era. It was shot during the Vietnam era, how they brought the soldiers over here to Clark, treated at Clark, and then released from Clark and then flown back to the United States. But what was cool, I got to see what the hospital kind of looked like inside in its glory days, and it just was so amazing. Right now I'm standing in front of the emergency room, and there's actually a shot of somebody standing, shooting down where I'm standing, the emergency room, and it was so neat to see. This area right here, you can see this area right in front of me, was a parking lot at one time. These big trees here, acacia trees, they were tiny. They were just really tiny, but it was neat to see. Check it out. Like I said, I'm standing right in front of what used to be the emergency room. But what was neat about the documentary was there was a couple things neat that I thought that I really enjoyed. There was a nurse who was treating one of the soldiers, and she asked him, "Soldier, where are you from in the United States?" And he said, "I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania." And the nurse kind of giggled and said, "Yes, I'm from Philadelphia also." So I thought that was just neat. But anyways, I always like coming up here. I like checking out the hospital. These areas I'm going to, you can come and you can check out. You got to find them. They're kind of tucked back in, like I was saying. A lot of this old history from when the air base was here doesn't exist anymore for the simple reason, just progress. But I always just love coming up here and checking out the hospital. I mean, can you imagine what it looked like back in the day? You know, how the hustle and bustle and the airmen in and out during the Vietnam era, with the soldiers being brought in and being treated. And I can only imagine. You look at it now, it's just an empty concrete shell. But the structure is beautiful. All right, guys, so that was a weird experience. I didn't get it on camera. I'm on the back end here, the dock area. What drew me back here was this graffiti. This is all new since I've been back here. But I was here filming, looking around, and I heard what sounded like a cart being pushed inside. I went to investigate. I know people be like, "Ah, hell, if I heard that, I'd run out." Not me. That's not my thing. I want to check it out. I went to investigate, and it stopped. I didn't hear it no more. That was freaky, and I know there is nobody in there. If anything's in there, there's two dogs that are in there. But yeah, that was kind of freaky. right off this back dock. See, this is the back dock here where, from my understanding, is where all your supplies would come in here. Food, medical supplies, everything was off this back dock, storage area back in here. But man, that was freaky sounding, man. That freaked me out a little bit. All right, let me show you what I mean real quick here. What I mean, it's empty. This is empty. There is nothing in here. Just empty rooms. Yeah. I'm going in. Show you. You see it? Empty. Empty. All the way down through here. Empty. That was freaky. Empty rooms, empty storage rooms. There is nobody in here, except for, I said, like some dogs. Down, I think it's down that way. It's the elevator shaft. All right, I know it's dark down there. That's the elevator shaft down there. Story has it, after Pinatubo erupted, all right? After Pinatubo erupted, a woman was brought in here and assaulted. Or it might be down that way. It's too dark to take the camera down there, but there is an elevator shaft. Assaulted and beaten. And she was thrown down that elevator shaft. And they say to this day, you can hear cries and screams coming from that area inside this hospital. If you want to believe that type of thing. I do. I do. Anyways, I gotta get out of here. Starting to freak myself out now. Time to roll to the next place. All right, here's another area I like to stop by and people like to see it also. I am here at the old Wagner Middle School. I think they called it the old Wagner Middle School. Flashbacks from the day. Flashbacks, anybody? Flashbacks? Walking the halls of Wagner Elementary, no, Wagner Middle School. Anybody have any flashbacks? Yes, this is a one-stop shop. I spoke to the gentleman, and it is a one-stop shop. Wouldn't know what it was like back in the day with it being a school. Was it straight all military kids? Was it mix of Filipino kids? Pretty neat, pretty neat. I came back here to use the CR. There's, oh, female. Oh, cat. And the male CR. Let me duck in here quick. Let me shoot down this little corridor. Ooh, lockers. There's some lockers, some student lockers, some Wagner Elementary student lockers. I remember Lut had to come here to do something for some type of clearance she did here, or a medical, or there was something she did here. So that one-stop shop, it has to do with, I think, government paperwork, government work that you might need. Department of Labor. You guys, here we come out. Right up there is your condos up there. Hilton Hotel is across the street. Casinos across the street. Golf course across the street. Let's just shoot down this way, outside. A little bit more light. Green Ants Clark Eco Hub. I wonder what's in there. I guess, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to go in there. There's one way to find out, right? Maybe I'll save that for the next time. We'll shoot down this one corridor up here. Doesn't seem to be a very big school, but I mean, nice size. Nice bike right there, huh? Well, we can't get down that way. All right, guys, there's our walk. There's our walk through the Wagner Middle School. This is one of the areas too I also like to just come up and drive around and look. The old barn houses here. Always like coming down through here, taking my time. Sorry about the mirror in the way, but these are your old barn houses that were, from my understanding, your officers' quarters. Some of them are still standing. Some have businesses in them. Some are run down pretty bad, but you figure they've been here a long time. The acacia trees that run down the road, they've been here as long as these buildings have been here. But I always like coming down just through here and looking at the old barn houses. I've been in a few. Some are restaurants. I think one's a church. What is another one? I forget what they all are. Japanese grill, that says. This one here looks pretty run down. This one looks pretty run down from the front. Yeah. But you guys see it. I think there used to be one there in that empty lot, and that's gone. There it is, the barn houses. All right, I wanted to jump out here real quick. They got this one road blocked off. I don't know why. It's a road that runs down by the park on the other side. They have it blocked off. You can only go in here with a bicycle. So I parked to get out and show you here. Homes here in this area, as you see, no fencing, no gates, no concertina wire. It's all open. All these homes through here are like that. How do you rent them? I have no clue. Can you rent them? I have no clue. But this road here in front of me, it's blocked off. Completely blocked off. Been like that for a while. Looks like they're doing a movie set here, a movie. I'll have to find out. But you used to be able to drive down this road. Not no more. Both directions are blocked off. But you come back in here, I always like to come here and look at the old Fort Stutzenberg Memorial that they have here. They also have a walking track, like a track you can run around, jog around. We used to come out here years ago. It's open to the public. It goes all the way around the whole entire parade field. At night the lights are on. It's really nice. Nice big acacia trees. Plus it's shaded through here. But this is Fort Stutzenberg Memorial right here. These concrete pillars here, when the Japanese invaded this area, they took these pillars, dug a hole, and buried them in a hole. They were then discovered after the war, and they were put back up here. But they have a plaque here. Fort Stutzenberg Gate Posts. These These posts stood at the Daewoo Gateway. These posts stood at the Daewoo Gateway to Fort Stutzenberg and Clark Field from the early 1900s until the Japanese occupied of the area in 1942. The Japanese dug them up and used them for landfill. They were found and buried intact, relocated in 1965 to the site of the former American Legion Post Club. The final place here in 1984. So there it is. So you didn't think I thought I was making that up, huh? So yeah, rather interesting. There's your Clark Parade Ground. Those that were stationed here probably remember the Clark Parade Ground. They do have activities that go on out here. They held the what was it, the Asiana Games. They were held out here years back pre-COVID. But there it is, named in honor of Colonel John Miller Stutzenberg of the 1st Nebraska Volunteer, who was killed in action while leading his regiment near Kwangwa, Bulacan on April 23rd, 1899. So there's another plaque. But I always like coming out here and checking out the memorial here. Pretty neat, pretty neat, pretty neat. Give you another pan around here and show you what it's like. Guys, you can come out here. You can come out here. You can walk around here. You can hang out here. There's tons of restaurants and places to eat around here. Like I said, at night, a lot of times you come out here at night. At least the last time we came out, a lot of people hang out. They do festivals and just different things out here on the Clark. So anyways, there it is. That's kind of what I do once a month. Just kind of roam around and check things out and look at things. So, all right, guys, leave your comments down below. Those that were stationed here, leave your comments down below. Anybody can leave them, but let me know if it was a little walk down memory lane for any of you guys. So, all right, we'll talk to you later.